Hola, ciao. I used to dream of living in another country, and now I am making art in Italy. Naples, Italy, the city of colors. It isn't always picture perfect, but it is an adventure, a welcomed adventure that has helped my art become what it is today. The food, the city, the flavors, the people, and the sun have influenced me. My colors, my style, and my technique have all been influenced by living by the sea and living with the people of the sun and the sea. Before I head out to greet the world, I always have my morning espresso. It's not only one, but sometimes it's two, three, and I usually get the fourth one on the pier. It wakes me up for my stroll on the pier and my adventures of the day. I can't live in Naples and not experience the joys of cafe. I mean, come on, I am in Italy and I am in Naples, where the coffee, to me, is the best. I also experience the good wine here too, but it is too early in the morning for that. I leave that for lunch and or for dinner. Sometimes a quick cornetto, a jam-filled croissant is in order, but most of the time it is coffee and sea view for breakfast. I make it outside, I say hi to the community that I have created, and we talk about the weather. We talk about what we're going to eat that evening. We discuss whether it's going to be sunny all week or if bad weather is on the horizon. No matter if the sun is out, if it's raining, if it's cold and windy, I always try to get out and get the inspiration from the sea. It is always beautiful here, no matter what the weather brings. The people bring the joy, and the weather is just a side note. I rarely go to the grocery store. I usually opt for going to the butcher and also going to my local fruit and vegetable stand. Because I am an outsider by appearances, I do speak the local language, and doing those things helps me keep the community and build the community that I have here. My transportation is usually by train when it is working properly, but that's just the life here in Naples. It can bring you to some of the most beautiful places. It can also port you to the ruins that everybody just lives by. You never know when you're going to see a ruin, when you're going to walk near one, and then you see one, and then you're like, oh, that's a Roman ruin. Also, the bars here are decorated and make you feel so festive. There are also times when you open a closed door and you're brought to a new world where you can have aperitivo, a cafe, or just admire the view and take in the inspiration. All it takes is a walk down one street that you've never noticed before, or you open a door and think, okay, this is an interesting place. Here I am. The local art store, they are so small on the outside, but when you walk in, they are just full of color and full of life. I have managed to make friends with a local art store owner, or both of them, because they are a set of brothers. And this has opened so much into my creative world. Speaking the language of Italian has opened so many doors, and I'm glad that I didn't hesitate to learn it. Living here has made my pieces more vibrant, and it has also helped me experiment more with things we use or have used in our everyday lives. From a vintage razor from a barber to a broken wine glass that you have taken from the restaurant, they can all be included on a canvas. Nothing has made my art more vibrant than living here. And every now and again, I even find pieces that wash up on the beach and put them in my art. Everything can be made and created into a piece of art. The moment I step outside, it inspires me. The colors, the way I put colors onto the canvas. I never know what colors I'm going to use until I look at a piece and think, oh, that actually brings out the color of this place. And I just use it. Sometimes it's spray paint, sometimes it's acrylic, sometimes it's even watercolor. I never know. I always let the piece speak to me. Sometimes I'm also inspired by the sky. I find myself including clouds in a lot of my artwork and making canvases where clouds are the main focus. Now, sometimes I do have my struggles, and one of them is taking a 45-minute to an hour train ride with a 10-minute walk to get to the art store. But I mean, I guess there are worse things to have in life, because once I get to the art store, I always find something that I didn't know I needed. Every now and again, I do have to rely on Amazon. But I mean, once again, there are worse things in life. I take what I have and I create. No matter how long I've had it, it's always a different experience. I never know what I'm going to do until I do it. Right here you can see I'm adding acrylic with a brand new airbrush, a wireless airbrush at that. And trust me, that was an adventure in of itself because it was not easy. And then I just found the stencil. I was like, hey, let's add something spicy to this and see what becomes of it. It is always an adventure when making art. How can it not be? I'm going to leave you with some beautiful sunsets that have happened over my days of living here. It just brings so much inspiration to see the color in the sky as the sun sets. If you want to see how and more of my journey through Naples, hit that subscribe button. And let me tell you, making this video was one of the hardest things that I have done. Making canvases is a lot easier, even with all its abstractness. They are so much more easier. But I look forward in having you follow me through this fun and interesting journey of living in Naples. Ciao for now.